Hello Oracles, happy AI Day 2022 for Tesla. Very much looking forward to this going on tonight. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are most looking forward to. Looking pre-market right now, the entire market is green at the moment. Tesla up just over 1%. So yesterday we had seen a massive pullback of over 6.8%, and a lot of that was due to the jobless claims that had come out. It was a lot lower than expected. So right now we are facing a problem where there's a lot of job openings, but not a lot of people to fill those jobs. Too much labor, not enough laborers. So this is where Optimus is going to come into play in the future. You don't have to worry about that in the future. You need more laborers? Just make more. It's just that easy. So tonight is going to be massive and looking at these problems right now that we are facing. So assuming that we are going to fix these problems over the next couple of years, Optimus may not be up to that speed, but it's not like we haven't faced these problems in the past. We have faced them in the past, and we will certainly face them again in the future. Optimus is going to rectify this problem so we never have to face it again. And just go back to what Elon had said about when it comes to the GDP, how high can your GDP be? Well, GDP comes down to labor. The more labor you have, the higher GDP can be, the more you can produce. That's really what GDP is just what are you producing and selling? That's it. So the more you can produce, the more you can sell. Obviously need people to buy these things up as well, which is another reason why Elon is pushing for the population to get growing, because we are on track to potentially end up pulling back over the next decade. And based upon birth rates, we would end up seeing a decline in population. So that needs to get resolved also. But when it comes to just labor alone, Optimus can solve this. And the more labor we have, think about right now, we're looking at a GDP that is shrinking. We just got our second report for GDP for Q2 and it came in at negative 0.6%. So we don't have enough people working. We have negative GDP. They usually go pretty hand in hand. So if we had enough people to fill these jobs, we would have the labor to fill that market, and then we could produce and have a positive GDP. That's the very, very basic version of it. There's a lot more that gets involved with that. But just looking at the fact that Optimus can change this is huge. We just saw over on Twitter, Tesla had posted out a little picture of the hands making the little heart. And somebody had noticed that on the fingertips of them, there are pressure sensitive pads. This is huge. This is very important for when it comes to, picking up delicate items or anything like that in the factories. We know that Tesla's first project for all of these Optimus bots are going to be within their own factories themselves. They're going to be testing them on themselves, see how they can improve efficiency, and then they're going to take it from there. And then when other manufacturers see, hey, Tesla's cutting costs significantly, they don't have as much downtime because of labor, we want some of those ourselves. That's when it's going to start taking off. So it's going to take some time, but tonight is going to be the night where we get to see the beginnings of this start to get unveiled. And again, a lot of times people see this and it kind of goes over their head. It's going to be a very technical night tonight for a lot of engineers and nerds of that sort, because those people are going to understand truly what all of this means. So in the live stream we're going to have tonight over on My Tesla Weekend, we're going to be discussing a lot of this. So if you guys want to check that out there, we'll be able to break it down and really understand what this all means for the future of the company. Because don't forget, a lot of times these events are looking out 10 and 20 years, things that people are like, why do we care about that? Wall Street doesn't care about anything that's not 6 months in front of their face. So this here is going to be such a massive event for long-term investors. And when it comes to awesome ingenuity, we also had word from Elon yesterday stating that the Cybertruck is going to be waterproof enough to be able to float. So joking around with Dr. Jack yesterday, talking about how it would be awesome if the Cybertruck rolled out and that transformed into Optimus, and then Elon tweeted this shortly thereafter. So I'm like, well, the Cybertruck may not be able to transform into Optimus, but it could certainly transform into a raft. So, just the fact that the Cybertruck can do things like this just makes me even more excited for it when it comes out. So I cannot wait for them to drop the pricing, because I do have my order in. I know I'm a long ways down the road on it. I haven't even got my Model Y yet, but just so excited about the future and what all of this means. We also got word yesterday out of Redwood Materials. Those of you who do not know, Redwood Materials is the company that J.B. Straubel created. J.B. Straubel is one of the co-founders of Tesla. And so Redwood Materials is a battery recycling manufacturing plant. So right now it looks like they're putting that plant up, and they said by the end of the year they'll be able to produce product that they can ship over to Giga, Nevada for them to use. So a lot of people who come out, Bears and Tesla Q, discussing how, all the mining that's going on and how dirty it is, and people are talking about how EVs are so clean, but look at the mines. And For the moment, we are in that direction where we have to move in that direction. We have to move and get cleaner for sure, especially on that end of things, and that's where battery recycling comes in. 95 to 99% of the batteries are recyclable. So as we get 20, 30, 40 years down the road, the need for mining will be almost zero, if not zero at all. So looking at those future timeframes, we are getting to that point. We just need to work ourselves there. At no point ever will oil ever be zero like that. ICE vehicles will never be zero like that. So we need to move in that direction, and Redwood Materials is the big company that is doing that right now. So Tesla does do its own recycling also. I personally would love to have Redwood Materials as a company that I can invest in. So Tesla is my number one, but Redwood Materials is also on that same line, and I would love to invest in that company also. So you can do it privately, just not publicly yet. I don't know if they ever will go public. But looking at how this is going to change the future when it comes to battery recycling, they're going to be able to move these things quicker. And it's not just EV batteries that you're recycling, it's all batteries. Cell phones, all sorts of different batteries that they have over there, they can strip it down and recycle all of these. So any batteries that are coming in, they can strip down for all the raw materials in it and reuse those in batteries going forward. So this is something we had discussed in the past, how, JB Straubel leaving, I kind of felt like they were going to be partnering up with Tesla at some point, and sure enough, we are starting to see that happening now. And we also got some updates from Analyst Estimates for this weekend's for production and delivery numbers. Looks like they have increased their estimates from 357,000 to 363,000. So that is just 6,000 shy of what my predictions are. If you guys have not seen the video that I made last night about my production and delivery forecast, that will be down in the description if you want to check it out there. So my forecast is 369,000 vehicles for deliveries. We'll see how this plays out over the weekend, but with Analyst Estimates bumping up a little bit, they are expecting Tesla to do better than they initially did as the entire month went on, because for basically the entire month of September, they were at that 357,000 level. And so this could also mean a positive thing for the stock on Monday as well. If they increase their estimates, maybe they think that Tesla's going to be doing better. We'll see how we fall in line. The market obviously will react however it wants to react. And I think because of the fact that we have guys like Troy Teslak and Tesla Karav that are out there that are so accurate in predicting these numbers, and a lot of institutions and funds are taking a look at these guys. They're seeing their numbers, and so the analyst estimates are becoming more accurate because of these guys. So we're not seeing as many blowout numbers as we had seen in the past, because there's a lot more accurate recording and tracking going on over the course of the quarter. And so looking at the price itself, we had a nice dip yesterday. I know many of you bought, I talked to, oh my God, so many of you who bought under $270. Great buys in my opinion. I think you guys did a great job on that. I got in myself at $267, and I will be looking for a further dip. I would love for us to rebound and come back up. Just the macro is so heavy right now. I don't know if we're going to rebound. This is going to be a very awesome weekend for many of us. I just don't know if Wall Street's going to react the way we are all going to react. Again, we will find out on Monday for that. But my thoughts in times like this, and I was having a discussion with someone in the comments, is this is not the time to look at the share price. This is the time to look at your share count. And that's what it's all about right now. When you have a time in the market, when you're in a bear market, everything is suppressed, accumulating shares is the number one thing you want to do. So share count is significantly more important than share price at this point. So that's why I'm focusing on, if the price is coming down. So that's the only reason I look at the prices, because if it comes down even more, I can buy more for less. I can accumulate more shares and bring my share count up the lower the price goes. That's my focus. One of the main reasons I can keep myself emotionally stable during these times is, all right, stocks are down. I focus on share count. When the price is going up, now we can focus on share price and enjoy those times. I'm not looking to sell anytime soon, so when the stock price goes up, I can look at the share price and be excited about it. When the share price comes down, all right, we're back into buying mode and accumulating more shares. That's how I look at it, not financial advice, but it has worked out very well for me. I will be getting my 35th share today. Very excited about that. Listening to all of you guys share all the levels that you are hitting, 100 shares, looking at 450 shares for others of you. Just hitting these levels is so awesome because you guys feel good inside. And it's like, and we're all at different levels. We've got Bobby who's buying 500 shares at a shot. Others are buying 100 shares. We all have different levels. We've all been in this for a different amount of time. So it is awesome no matter what level you guys are at. Congratulations on what you're doing, and thank you for the education, because Bobby, you educate a lot of us out here who haven't been in it for as long as we have been. And others of you who are looking to buy, hey, you bought a half of a share. Awesome. Celebrate that. You guys are doing all of these things for yourself to educate yourself and increase your wealth for the future. And that's really what this is all about, is investing in companies that we feel that will change the world in the future And Ron Barron came out saying that they see so much potential in the future for Tesla, they don't want to sell. Of all the companies that are pitched to him by analysts and everyone else, and the other ones that he covers, he has the most confidence in Tesla. So this is Ron Barron, who has been an investor in the company for over a decade now. So this is huge. This is something that just reinforces all of the reasons why I want to be an investor in Tesla also. Now, looking at what could potentially happen in the future with the macro environment, yes, maybe we do get to a deeper recession. Maybe we do pull back further. This will go back to what I had mentioned in the beginning of the year, whereas cash flow generation is going to be the most important thing. Because yes, you want to accumulate as many shares as you can. Nobody knows where the bottom is going to be. Yesterday could have been the bottom when we come back up. Maybe we fall down another 20%. Based on where we were at the 308 level at the most recent highs, we are only down about 13% from there. So if we are going to pull down 20%, which would put us down into bear territory from recent highs, then we still have a little ways to go. Maybe we do end up pulling back further. Again, because nobody knows the future and you want to accumulate as many shares as possible, if you can have any source of income coming in from the outside, there's plenty of jobs out there. We just discussed how many job openings there are and how few people there are to fill those jobs. So if you're looking to increase your cash flow generation, do something to do that, because then if we do end up dipping further, if we do get into worse economic times, you're going to be able to buy even more shares and accumulate even more for a lower price. So while that time would stink and it wouldn't be fun to get into that and we'd see the stock price come down and the overall economy would not be doing well, this is a focus I would have to be able to improve myself and my situation for the future when we do come out of it. Let me know in the comments below, what other awesome things do you think we are going to be seeing at AI Day 2022 tonight? Do you think we're going to see an actual Optimus? Is it just going to be the arms and hands? Do you think we're going to see any cool stuff from the Cybertruck coming out? Maybe the robotaxi with some FSD driving prowess going on? How technical do you think it's going to be? I have no doubt they're going to be diving into FSD, very much like they did last time around as well. So let me know your thoughts and let me know what you guys are most excited about seeing. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. If you found value in this video, please consider sharing it with others. We do have a membership program. I share my price targets, my production and delivery forecasts, my valuation model, and lots of other perks down there. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat, that link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a Patreon, that link is also in the description. Thank you so much, have a great one.